Well, it's definitely a rough morning being a New England Patriots fan. They won the Super Bowl. It's all right. It's part of life. I guess it's a good life lesson for people. Reality, just care to see every Boston sports team win for my father's sake, because he's a passionate. Let's get this fixed up. He is a passionate Boston sports fan. But you can't control your wins, you can't control your losses, but you can control the work you put into something, right? That's, I guess, the way to look at it. Journey part 8, we got the dog next door featured barking away. This neighborhood is full of dogs, and all they do is bark. Sunrise, I should say. But this past week was really good. Episode 72 of the podcast with Cam Meekins. He's a Boston native rapper, writer, producer, entrepreneur, enthusiast, as is his saying. And super dope about that podcast was that I remember in high school hearing about Cam Meekins, and being in the western part of the state, he was out east in the Boston area. I always heard about Cam Meekins. He was in the blogs, he was all over the place. And then you fast forward, and we end up sitting down to do a podcast probably 7 years later after the fact I first heard him. So kind of crazy how dots connect later down the road. I think I had been to one of his shows growing up, and that was about it. But it was super dope to kick it with Cam. So shout out to Cam Meekins. Check out that podcast if you haven't already. And then we had the 5th episode of the Breakfast is Served with the roommates. It keeps getting better and better. Topics just going off the wall. I enjoy that one because it pretty much just gives us a platform to just talk about anything and everything. And keep up to speed with that. You can check that out. Put the link in the description. Other than that, we cruised on through the week with Uber. Always on the Uber grind. Your favorite bearded man, but also your favorite Uber driver. If I pick you up, you should be happy because your boy just is the best in the game. We just cruise on through, man. That grind is. You're just out there meeting people, working on your own time, which I'm super thankful for, because I don't know how I would have made it to this point, not being able to control my time and not being able to jump on opportunities when they present themselves. That is super dope. I guess the last thing, there's really no, there's no bigger picture to these except to document the journey. And so I can have something to look back on. But one thing that I'm trying to get better at is when I first wake up, I used to just, when my eyes would open, I'd get to it. I wouldn't even think, and I would just get on my feet and start moving and brush my teeth or whatever, grab coffee. I also did that because it helped me to not fall back asleep, which is so easy not to hit snooze. The phone goes off, alarm kicks, just get up. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about going to sleep, just get up. And one thing I'm trying to get better at now is the first thing when I wake up in the morning, open my eyes and lay there for 5 minutes, not necessarily checking my phone or seeing what people or catching up on social media, but for 5 minutes just think through about where I'm at in my life, what's going on, all the positive things that are happening, what are the big goals, and just a reminder that all I can control is the 24 hours ahead of me, 24 hours at a time. And it's very overwhelming when you start thinking about the bigger picture and the things that you want to accomplish, and how there's so much work that's gonna need to get put in to get to that destination, which is very overwhelming. It's overwhelming for me, it's overwhelming for I think a lot of people. But when you sit there and you think about, okay, this is where I'm at right now. I got 24 hours ahead of me. What is on the to-do list? What do I need to get done? That's a little bit easier. That's a little bit more digestible. And I think that's what you need to focus on. So if I can leave one little tidbit of piece of advice or, something that might help you or anybody that's watching this, just take your life 24 hours at a time. That's all you can do. Why stress about what's tomorrow? You still got to finish today, as this beautiful sun is rising at 7:20 in the morning or something like that. I guess that's all I have to really say. Appreciate anyone that's kind of supporting this journey. Favorite being a man, Bobbbaaaay. Always dropping gems for the people. Drop a comment, like this video or whatever. Let me know what you guys are thinking. If there's anything I can do to support you, or if there's something you want to see from me. I'm always looking for ways to build more content out. And 2018, we're going to get there. We're going to get to content every day, and we're going to get to living off of creating. Don't know how I'm going to get there. Not stressing it too much, because we're taking it 24 hours at a time. You see what I did there? See what I did there? Huh? I'm smart. Shout out to me also still wearing the Patriots shirt from last night. I slept in it because, we're true supporters of the Boston. You guys have a great week. Keep chasing dreams. Keep crushing it. Stay positive. Don't let other people's bullshit hold you down. If you're not dreaming big enough, you're holding yourself back, and just keep doing your thing. It's your favorite being a man, Bobbbaaaay, checking out. We'll catch you guys next week on the journey. See you later. Have a great week.